All right, here we go. For the ones that was just on here, man, I guess YouTube crashed. It had kicked me off. But I'll wait for some people to get back in here or whatnot. I don't know what happened, but it just crashed on me. Feel me? I hate when YouTube does that, but it is what it is. So I wasn't gonna get back on right now, but I'm just gonna restart this whole Q&A all over again. YouTube booted me off. We gonna do it all over again. Feel me? Straight up, we back. I ain't got shit to do today, so I'll come back on here and do another one. Did you know Nadia at Calhoun was doing a 37? I'd have to see him to be real with you. Calhoun was my first like permanent camp, so it's been so long that like I can only remember people that I was literally like, like literally vibing with. You feel me? When it comes to Calhoun. But like if I seen him, I'd probably be like, damn, he look familiar or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everyone that came back into the live though, man. We was just live for a little minute and that shit all of a sudden the screen went black. So I deleted that live and just jumped back on. Ever played Dead Space? Yeah, I've played it before. But I said this in the last live video. I'm gonna say it again. Y'all go follow KFROG's Gaming. It's my gaming channel. I changed the name from Game Punisher to KFROG's Gaming. And it's in my featured section if you look under my channels on here. Once I hit 1K subscribers, I'm gonna be giving the email out to give away the free wristbands. I'm only 30 subscribers short. Once I hit that 1K, the community section will be available on the gaming channel. A couple days after I hit 1K, the community section will be available, and then I'm gonna post the email. Once I post the email, all you do is you write your info to the email, and then I mail you a free wristband. That's all you gotta do. Hey, shout out to Pittsburgh, man. I just seen your comment. I appreciate that, Melissa. Good morning. You already know, just in case, welcome back. Yeah, it just booted me out, man. I don't know why YouTube did that. The screen went black. But oh well, we back now. Fuck it. If I could play a professional sport, what would it be? I guess football. Shit, I like to play for the Dolphins. Even though I know the Dolphins ain't really, they ain't shit. But that's my team. I'm gonna rep them regardless. Us Dolphin fans are so loyal. We celebrate just for them playing. Shit, you ain't gotta win. We still happy. We Dolphin fans. We used to the losing. But hell yeah, I'd like to play for the Dolphins. I appreciate that, Zach. But like I said, before it kicked me off, I was breaking it down to different rappers I listened to and shit like that. Good morning to you too, Jennifer. Lady P said they Tampa Bay fans, huh? Nah, I'm a Dolphin fan. You feel me? Dolphin fan all the way. I don't care how trash they get. I'm still gonna rep the Dolphins. My old boy was a heavy Dolphin fan. That shit's in me. I'll never switch on the Dolphins. What's up, Doug? I see you. Appreciate you being a moderator, bro. But like I said, I might drop a video tonight. If not, I'm gonna drop it tomorrow. I don't like to drop 2 in one day. So since I'm doing this live, it kind of substituted my video. But who knows? I might drop it anyways. Like I said, I'm not like these other people that come on here 4, 5, 6 times a day just bored as hell. You go look them up, they make $17 a month on YouTube, but they go on here 7, 8 times a day going live. Feel me? You only make $17 a month. That real. What's up, Philip Hernandez? Shout out to your son, man. Am I gonna get the PS5? Most likely, yeah. But I seen a lot of controversy going on about it. They're saying it's gonna be like $700 something. I mean, that ain't really a lot of money, but it is for a game system. When you learn how to fight, Frog? Should I learn how to fight when I was young? When I went to the juvenile detention center, then the juvenile program, all that shit. It started at a young age. We ain't used to getting no one-on-ones down here. We used to fighting people older than us, and there'd be one or two of them against us. You feel me? So that's what we used to picking up bricks and bottles and shit, because we used to getting jumped. You know what I'm saying? But I said this before now, I ain't the hardest white boy in the world, but I'm getting in there with anybody. Feel me? Win, lose, or draw, boy. I'm from Broward County. Shout out to Carolina, man. 843. Could you see that rocket launch good from your area? I don't know what rocket launch you're talking about. Any luck on the hammerhead? Nah, we didn't catch no hammerhead. Just some, you know, just some different shit, like some black tips and Nerf sharks, little shit. But y'all gonna see the video when the hammerhead get caught. Y'all gonna see the video if I catch the hammerhead, the tiger shark, or a lemon shark, or another big bull shark. Do a video on the differences between fighting in the pen and on the streets. Is that real now? I can talk about that right now, the differences though, but I'll save it. Do I do any freshwater fishing? I've done that my whole life. My whole life's been freshwater fishing. And sometimes I'll go and do that shit, you know, catch bass and different little things, bluegill or Oscars, or, you know what I'm saying, peacock bass, different things like that. But that's why I ain't did no video in a couple days, you know what I'm saying? It done been 3 days. I ain't never went 3 days without dropping a video. You feel me? But it's just I've been busy. I've been shark fishing, so it's like. Oh, they sent some dude to the space station and launched from Florida? Nah, I didn't know nothing about that. That's cool as hell, though. Leave them sharks alone. I don't hurt them. I just catch them to take a picture. Capture and release. Just to catch them to take a picture in the video. That's all. And they passed the law now to where you're allowed to actually fish for sharks, but you can't unhook them out of the water. They have to remain in water the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So you reel them in, you know what I'm saying, have someone hold their mouth open. Depending on how big it is, you may have to get like the bolt cutter snips, the hook cutters, to cut the hook out of his mouth. Because nowadays they got the rust hooks, the ones that rust after a while and fall out. If you can't get it all, you know what I'm saying? So you got to unhook them in the water. You know what I'm saying? If not, you can't get in trouble for them. And then 2 days ago, matter of fact, I want to say yesterday or the day before, it was on the news that people left 2 big old sharks dead on the beach. They brought them up there and killed and left them on the beach. And it's things like that that make it to where people who ain't harming the sharks, who are just fishing, that's what makes them kick you off the beach. Even though you're allowed to do it, they could still come there and kick you off the beach, be a dickhead and kick you off the beach for it. And then it's because of shit like that. Just 2 days ago, they found 2 big dead sharks on the shore. Some people left there, they killed them. You see what I'm saying? We don't do that. We just catch them. You know, it's just a fun thing. Capture and release. Fraud, what city you in? I'm in Broward County. When I'm coming back to Atlanta, I'm not sure yet. To be real with you, I ain't really sure. It just happens, really. I'm the type that'll just think about it today and then leave in 2 days. So I don't really know. What's the coolest thing seen while fishing? The coolest thing seen would have to be like when you're on the kayak and you're out there 300 yards or whatever, like however far you go out there, you'll see like the fish scatter like above water, like they you know, it's like something's chasing them. And one time a fish landed in the back of the kayak, and when it was a baby flying fish, he was about this big, had wings and everything. He jumped in the back of the, he was baby blue looking. That was pretty cool. He landed in the back of the kayak. So now you're out there in the back of the kayak going like this with the paddle, and there's something back there. You don't know what it is. You might think it, see, we thought it was a little sailfish, so we're thinking, oh, this shit's finna jump up and stick you in the back like a needlefish. You feel me? But it wasn't. It was a fly fish. You feel me? And you never, it makes you wonder, like, what the hell is beneath me? All these fish are scattering above the water way out here, like 300 yards out in the middle of the ocean. And then when you do it, see, when I go shark fishing, I don't go during the day. I go at like 10 o'clock at night till like 8 in the morning. So when we go kayaking, it's dark out. It's completely dark, and them waves be hell, especially if it's high tide, you know. Caught a giant carp once. Haha, KFROG, keep it 1. That real now. Was it a time where people cut off the fins of shark for money? Oh, I don't know about all that. But I know shark meat is expensive. You know, they got charters down here where people can actually pay to go on the boat, on a shark charter boat, and they go around and they capture and kill sharks because they get so much money for the meat. I don't condone in that shit, though. I don't like that. Yo, Frog, ever had one of your phones that had some good footage on to get confiscated? Of course. My first 2 main, like, footages, the first 2 main footages I had on the phone. I wasn't thinking enough to save the footage. I just had it on the phone. So then once it got confiscated and it got knocked off, they found it in the bathroom. I had to hide it in the bathroom. I didn't have a hold down man at the time. So they knocked it off or whatever. The second time it happened, I had the footage saved in both places. You feel me? I got smart to where I'm like, okay, I'm going to create a fake account on such and such, and then I'm going to just save all my footage and send it to my fake account. You feel me? And then once I send it to my fake account, I'm going to send it from there to my other place. You feel me? And that's how I just started doing it. How many people you seen OD on K2? A lot of them. A lot of them. It wasn't really an overdose, though. It was a twack out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they call it twacking out. I mean, I guess you could say it's the same thing, but they would word it different. You feel me? Yeah, that deep sea fishing, see, that's a different ball game than what I've been doing recently. See, deep sea fishing, all you do is you go out there in a boat, you know what I'm saying? You get you a couple, your fish that you use as your bait, and you hang them off the side of the boat, and then you can even buy some chum. They sell bags of chum or buckets of chum, and you can pour that shit all off the boat, and then them fish dangling right there on the side of the boat, that's going to be your bait, and that's how you lure everything into the boat. And then you can literally see the sharks and everything that come. Feel me? So it's easier kind of doing it like that on a boat. And then once you see the sharks, then you just put chunks of fish on the pole, and when you cast it out right there, when it hits the water, they're gonna turn and hit it, and then you just reel them in and shit like that. You can catch them all day like that, you know. But instead, when we do it from the shore, it's like more of a mission. What's the scariest stuff you seen in prison? I mean, I can't really say scary. I mean, there was just some messed up situations and stuff. People got stabbed daily, so I can't really, you know, that after a while, that shit gets old. It's not really scary. It's just like, damn, he played. You know, that's basically what it is. It wasn't really like no scary situation. I just peeped, what do you say, God love Jay? I appreciate that donation, man. I missed it. People don't understand how strong a shark. Yeah, I know it does take time. Some people be out there for hours reeling them shits in. You gotta let them tire itself out. You gotta put the little harness on with the pole holder and all that shit and just let him do his thing. You feel me? What's up, Mike? You missed the beginning? You didn't miss nothing. This is actually my second live. I was just live a couple minutes ago for probably like 30, 45 minutes. Probably not even that long. And then the screen went black on me. YouTube like crashed or some shit. So I just came on here again to pick the live up where I left off at. The line don't snap shark fishing? Nah, because the line you use, it isn't like regular fishing line. It's different. And then the first few feet where the hooks are actually tied through the bait, it's a wire. It's not line. So when the shark bites it, it's actually a wire. It's not. Feel me? Did any inmates have a gun? Nah, not while I was there. But I've heard stories, and you can actually Google it, to inmates being shot on compounds in Florida. You feel me? Have I read the 48 Laws of Power? Of course, I got it right here. What kind of question is that? Literally. I got it right here. Yep. It's down here somewhere with all the other books. 48 Laws of Power, Art of Seduction, The Art of War. It all depends on what you're into reading. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like reading, then you read. See? Yep. Awesome book. Never gets old. I was at Century CI from 07 to 2010. Right before I got there, a gun was found on the pound. Yep, that shit's real. Shit be happening. I was actually at Charlotte with someone named Mike. And he was showing me in his DR, not a DR, but he got shipped from Charlotte like 10 years before that for getting shot in the leg on the rec yard. And he was showing me all the report to show he got shot and everything at this same compound with a hole. He had a scar on his leg, and showing years ago I got shot here on this compound. And they moved him back there years later. Do you think a prison knife fight tutorial would make a good video, like teaching people how to use a knife in prison? I mean, it could be a good video, but at the same time, I don't want to release nothing that people are doing on a day-to-day basis. You feel me? Like, for instance, I did a video on prison knives before. I showed my prison knives and stuff like that, but I never showed how I made them or what to, you know, shit like that. So it's like, I don't want to do nothing that people are actually still doing in there, because it kind of puts people up on game, you know. Like, I'm pretty sure there's people around the world that work for the system that watch these YouTube videos. You feel me? You feel me? I mean, yeah, there's plenty of knife combat videos on YouTube. Yeah, there is. Don't get me wrong, but I want to break it down like prison wise. Feel me? What happens if you lose a fight in jail? Nothing really. They respect you for getting in there. And it depends though. Every situation is different. If people were trying to, you know, extort you and take your shit, you lose a fight, and 9 times out of 10 they're gonna take your shit because you lost. But then again, you could be somewhere where you just got in a situation with someone and you lost the fight, and now they just respect you. It all depends, really. Every situation is different. Not everywhere you go where they, you know, put down on you for losing. They'll respect you for that shit, you know? You ever throw down over the phone? Of course. Hell yeah. That's the main thing that I get into it about. Even from back in the county jail, the regular phone that you call home on, with the tenetics where you dial like the actual jail phone. That right there is my #1 downfall. I always get in trouble for that shit. I ain't gonna let no one skip me in line, or if I'm waiting in line and you're on the phone, your call's over, I'm not gonna let you bang back again. I'm not waiting again, man. You got me fucked up. I'm finna come up and I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, I had next. You feel me? That's how you're supposed to do it. You can't let nobody, you know what I'm saying, try you. Are child support violations frowned upon in the county? Not really. That ain't really no biggie. Oh, so I see someone said we had a sheet where our times were set. Yeah, now don't get me wrong. Now certain camps I went to, they had a phone sheet as well, and you put your, but no one goes by it. No one goes by it at all. Like you write the thing down. The officer can come be a dickhead and look. Oh, your name ain't on the sheet while you on the phone. You see what I'm saying? But they never, my whole bid, not one time, did they do that. My whole bid. You feel me? That's real though. I've seen it before though. Do they put celebrity somewhere special? Shit, I bet, yeah. They're not gonna throw them in general population. They're not. They're gonna put them under PC, whether they want to be or not. How long have I been out? Over 2 years now. Have you ever been to Dallas, Texas? No, I haven't. Any habit you found hard to break when released? Like some people still get up at 5 a.m. Yeah, I mean, shit, I shower with slides on. But they're not jail slides. They're Lacoste slides. I wear Lacoste slides in my shower. The ones with the alligator on them. And when I first came home, for like the first 2 years, man, I was used to people opening doors for me, because you're not allowed to touch the doors in prison. So like, I'd get out of the car and be somewhere with my girl or someone, and when we walking towards the gas station or into like the mall, I'd walk near the door and just stand there and expect her to open the door for me. You feel me? Is it possible to be 6'3", 220 pounds? Yeah, of course. That size shit don't matter. That's what people don't understand. All that big shit you be seeing all on YouTube and all that big shit people try, that shit don't mean nothing in prison. Maybe out here on the streets it does, because the world's so big. But in prison, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Just because you're this big and you walk around with your chest out, you act like you're the biggest dude on the yard and shit like that, that shit does not mean nothing. People look at it, the bigger the better, and the bigger you are, the more they gonna test you. The more they gonna try you to you know what I'm saying? I seen skinny dudes like this break big ass dudes. Like facts. You know what I'm saying? That big shit don't mean nothing. They gonna test you and wanna see what that big shit about. And they gonna try to air you out and wet you. They gonna try to poke your big ass. Off rip, man, alright. You wanna talk that rah big nigga? Go get a knife and be on you, boy. Gonna be like 5 ants on top of a beetle. Come here, come here. That big shit, people get big when they come home from prison. You know what I'm saying? And then in prison, they try to get big to think, you know, to feel like they the biggest and hardest inmate. You know, that's what a lot of people try to do. They try to get big in there or whatever, so no one messes with them, or they work out. They this, they that. That shit don't mean nothing, boy. Everybody still bleed the same. Every knife go in the same. And that's about it. You feel me? You gotta hit me up on IG, Doug. Ever got stabbed in prison? Nah, I got cut, but I never got stabbed. Nope. I've had people try to hit me though. Hell nah, I never paid for protection. Why would I have to protect someone when I protect myself? Why would I have to pay for protection? There's no reason to pay for it. Who's going to respect someone that pays for protection? No one. No one at all would respect you if you did that. At all. Five people coming with a broomstick, no choice but to break it off, right? Hell no. Ain't happening. Y'all gonna have to whoop me with that broomstick. There's plenty of ways to buck the jack. Believe that. Plenty of ways. People will use that as an excuse. Oh, there was 5 of them with a broomstick. You gotta look at it this way. 5 people jumping you don't hurt as much as 2. The more people that are involved, man, the less that shit even hurts. You feel me? Do you work? Yeah, I've already spoke on this before. I do demolition. Who put money on my books? Me, majority of the time. But sometimes I have people out there, you know, that I can hit up and I tell them, hey, send me a calling card. Go to Walmart or Target and get me a calling card. Get me, I need a straight talk calling, you know, to pay my phone bill, to add data on my phone and shit like that. But as far as like canteen and shit, over 95% of my bid, it was me, myself. Unless it was like the prison phone. I'm not gonna pay to put money on the prison phone to talk to someone. You know what I'm saying? I have a jack. If you want me to call you and you want me to call you on the prison phone around times I don't have a jack, then you gotta pay for me to call you. I'm not gonna put money on the phone to call you. You feel me? Would you rather have success on YouTube or success as a rapper? I mean, any success is success, to be real. You feel me? Any success is success. So, like, I'm just trying to succeed. I'd pick both. You feel me? That's what I would do. I would pick both. What do you remember about DJJ? Shit. I remember them days, boy, being in B3, B2, B1, fighting over packs of sour Skittles and shit, sitting at the Horseshoe, going to rec on the weekends, getting in fights in the school building. I remember a bunch of things from DJJ. Does a 16-year-old being tried as an adult get a pass because he's young from being tried? Shit, not really. I mean, even when you're charged as an adult, they're still gonna keep you separate until you're 18. They're not gonna just, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna, you'll be charged as an adult, but then you're gonna go to the, like the county jail, for instance. You get charged as an adult, you're going to the county jail down here in Broward. But when you go to the county jail down here in Broward, you're placed on the juvenile floor with all the juveniles that are charged as an adult. You see what I'm saying? And them boys be bumping 24/7 on there. You feel me? Everyone from around your way go to Broward tent? Yeah. Yep, because we're in Broward. You see what I'm saying? How did you get your name, Kfrog? I said this on the live that just ended like a couple minutes ago before YouTube shut down. But I got it because my first initial of my name is a K. And I've been called it since I was a jit. I used to always get in the shit. So it's like you feeling Froggy Leap. Then my cousin K-Dog that passed away, he was K-Dog. You feel me? Rest in peace to him. He died probably like 15 years ago when I was a jit. But I had Kfrog tatted right here before I even went to prison. I'll never forget. I went to a place down here called My Tattoo Shop. And this little initial thing right here was $80. It was $80, but I didn't care. I wanted my name on my wrist. What's up, Laura? Do you know Kodak? Nah, I don't know Kodak personally. I know he's from Broward County. How you get phones in prison? I ain't gonna speak on that. There's plenty of different ways. You feel me? There's shit still going on. You know, that big ass dude, Wes Watson, he did a video on some shit where to hide phones and all this stuff like that or whatever. And he got a bunch of prisons raided in California. Got to be careful the shit you say on YouTube, you feel me? Are there dead zones in prison? Yeah, there is. Sometimes you'll get put in a dorm where only one cell has reception. You feel me? You might get put in a quad to where there is no reception, and there's only 2 cells that get reception in a quad next door, and you got to go and violate to sneak over there. Are you cool with TK? Yeah, I fuck with TK. Where do you get the medals for knives? All different things. The main poker thing's made out of a fence, though. Is there disabled people in jail? Yep. There is. They got the ones that... They got the walker with the wheels. It's got 2 wheels in the front, and then it's like a chair. So they push it, and then when they stop, they can sit down on it. What can you do if you get your trays took from cellmates and he's bigger? I ain't never had that happen, but shit. What you do is you wet him up. Yeah, that's it. Get his ass from around there. If he's bigger than you and you feel like you'll lose that one, get to his ass. Go ahead, eat these trays for 5 days. Go ahead. You know, after a while, just give it to him for 3-4 days. And on the 5th day, just, what, you thought that shit was free? Yeah. Once you ready to do it, you turn around and be like, all right, bro, check this out. Them 6 days of meals I just gave you, you might as well go ahead and pay up right now. I'm here to collect all that. What you thought that shit was free, them 6 days of meals you just took? What you thought that shit was for free, you got right now. You better go in your locker right now and give me what you got to pay for them 6 days. He gonna be like, man, you got me fucked up, what you talking about? And then he don't know in your mind, you came there to wet. And then that's when you get to him. Come here. You feel me? That's what you would, you feel me? Play dumb, but don't be a fool. You know what I'm saying? Make them think shit sweet. And all right, I got something for you. But it's different like that in prison, though. Because you can literally send hits. You know what I'm saying? Let's see that custom poker frog. Oh, I got one right here now. I got one right here now. I got my whole little prison box right here. My mini locker. It's my mini locker. It's my mini locker right here. I got a couple of them in here now. Big boy banger. Poker game. Right here. Poker gang. Look at that. And the thing about these pokers, I'm going to tell you why pokers are deadly. Alright? The reason pokers are deadly is when that shit goes in, it's going as far as you push it. That big, once that goes in, that shit flushing straight through arteries and everything. Like, facts. Like, for real. Them shits are definitely no joke. Them shits are pressure. But if y'all want to see the exclusives, I got these 2 right here. These are the customs. See them? These are customs. Just figured I'd, you know, show y'all real quick. But nah, one thing about that is in prison, everybody got a poker. What's the first food you ate when you got to prison? Oh, when I got out of prison. First thing I ate when I got out of prison, I showed it on my day out. My first day out, I went to Chili's and I ate steak and chicken and shrimp fajitas. That's what I ate when I first came home. That was the first thing I ate. I'll never forget. You ever seen a jizzle change up and turn to be a savage? Nah, but I've seen people who were jizzles at one camp land at another camp and act like they living like that. Like they wasn't a jizzle at that camp. Or someone that was living like they savage, right? or acting like they living like that at the camp, and then someone come from a camp that they was at when they was a jizzle, and come there and be like, man, he was a jizzle, bro. How he a gangbanger? He was what's his name's fucking jizzle at such and such CI. Like, nah. And then it come out, and then he's a gang member now at this camp, and then his brothers flip him when they find out he's a jizzle. Yeah, he broke it off at his last camp. What's up, Franco? Let me see. How do I respond when someone gangbangs verbally on me on the street? I'm just a civilian, not affiliated, but I live in the hood. I mean, the best way to respond to that is, you know, like, do it respectfully. Like, let them know, like, shit, if pressure's what you want, then we can get it. No disrespect to your gang or nothing like that. You know, make it known to where you ain't got no problems with their gang, their organization like that. But I'll whoop your ass one-on-one. You feel me? I'll give it to you head up. No disrespect to your brothers. If you want me to beat you up in front of your brothers, then we can handle that. You feel me? But no disrespect to your organization, but I'm a man before anything. You feel me? Some shit like that. Let them know you're a man before anything. I understand you affiliated and I ain't. But boy, you feel me? You barking up the wrong tree. Frog, will you visit NYC and do a fan meetup? If I ever come that way, yeah. Or if I have a reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no telling where I'll be at, bro, or where I'll go. You feel me? The slightest reason, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to go for, you know, go fly across the world, you know what I'm saying, to meet up with someone to fight them, of course. You feel me? But if I have one reason, one slightest reason to go to that state, best believe while I'm out there, the person who wanted to fight before, I'm going to be out there. Where you at? Where you at? You see what I'm saying? I just got to have a reason to go. You feel me? Because ain't no one worth no flight to go fight. You feel me? Or no shit like that. You feel me? I really want to go to LA, man. I'm going to go to LA one of these times. That real, nah? What would you do if you gave somebody a shank and they turned around and tried to use it against you? Shit, I'd have to defend myself. See, and you got to be careful. That's another thing, too. You don't just hand your banger, or your poker, or your knife, or $1.50, none of that. You don't just hand that shit to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the laws in here, and the 48 laws of power, is to use generosity. And it's to use generosity and honesty to disarm your victim. So, therefore, someone could play like they cool with you. They could play to your dog and be cool with you and vibing with you and everything. And then, oh, man, this nigga over here tried me. He got me fucked up, fraud, blah, 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 blah. Man, let me hold your banger. All right, I got you, bro. And then you let him hold your knife. Boom. He just used honesty because he really is beefing with someone else. And then your generosity and all that shit, you gave your piece up. You just disarmed yourself by arming that person. And then that leaves you gullible for anyone else. I mean, vulnerable, not gullible. Vulnerable for anything else or anyone else to come at you. You see what I'm saying? That's one of the laws in the 48 laws of power that it tells you not to do. So you got to be very wise. If you let someone hold a banger or a poker, you better have two of them. Don't let them hold your only knife. You feel me? Why didn't you extort people in prison? That shit ain't cool. To me, it ain't cool. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, we done did a couple robberies in there. You feel me? But extorting people is not that cool. But I ain't gonna lie. When I was at Calhoun, I was on that. I was on that. Wait till you hit the window, shit come out like, boy, where mine at? Like, we was in a different environment. You had to get it how you live in there. You know, so like, you feel me? There was one point in time that I was on that. I was really like, shit, I want that. But that shit ain't cool. You feel me? And I believe in, you know, karma. What goes around comes around type shit. And it might not be to you personally. You be in there robbing people, making people break it off and all this shit. Let me get that. Or whatever, putting down on these people, and your people's on the streets getting a car accident. You know, you never know. It could just be bad karma from what you did in the inside. You feel me? And I learned that. That's what I learned, you feel me? So I don't condone in that. Because in prison you're gonna see a lot more people. You're gonna see a lot more people that is like on that than you're gonna see people that ain't on that. You feel me? So it's like the advantages is already up. You know, so it's like you don't know what them people do for their money. I look at it my point of view of why I wouldn't let someone extort me. Man, you got me fucked up. I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't raised to be pie. Man, my people work hard for their money. You know, the ways I look at of not letting someone extort me makes me turn around and look at why I wouldn't want to extort someone. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, they, you know what I'm saying? They people work hard for their money. You know, shit like that. That shit ain't cool, though. You ever think about moving out of Florida? I mean, yeah, I've thought about it a couple times. But never thought about where to go or nothing. I just thought about it'd be cool to get from around here because I've been down here my whole life. But with my mom being sick, you know, I can't just up and leave. Feel me? I gotta stay down here by her. You feel me? Hey, shout out to Denmark, man. Go ahead, smoke your spliff, right? Shout out to Duval, man. Frog, you ever plan on going to college? Nah, I mean, when I was in prison, I got my state certification for environmental services, and I did 12.5 credits towards college or whatever, which ain't really shit, but still something while being incarcerated. But I never thought about going on the streets, you feel me? Not at all. Not one time. But all right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, man. I've been on here for 45 minutes with y'all. I appreciate all y'all tuning in. Almost 300 people, only 76 thumbs up. But shit, it is what it is. I ain't one of these people begging for thumbs ups. That shit don't really matter to me. I just figured I'd come on here to let y'all know I'll probably be dropping a video tonight. If not tomorrow, I like to space them out. I'm 30 subscribers away on the game channel to hit 1K. Y'all go follow KFROG Gaming. It's on my featured section on my channel. Once I hit 1K, I'll be doing the announcement of the email giveaway so I can send these wristbands out. Now that the virus done slowed down out here, it's perfect timing for me to mail this stuff. I didn't want to push it before and mail it with the virus going on, but even though it's still going on, but now that it done cut down a little bit, I'm ready to mail this shit all out. You feel me? And like I said, I'm gonna be sending these trolls to some people around the world too. What is it? There's 7 of them up there. I'm gonna be going ahead and I'm gonna be, you feel me? I'm gonna be sending them shits out. Just to get them off the wall so I can change the scenery real quick. You feel me? You know, I got the KFROG, you feel me? This one ain't a troll, you know what I'm saying? But you know I got the inmate. Yeah, you know I got the inmate one. You feel me? But anyways, man, I appreciate all y'all tuning in. Y'all keep y'all head up. Y'all gonna see me next time. Y'all go subscribe to KFROG Gaming. I changed the name from Game Punisher to KFROG Gaming to make it easier for people to find. I'll be uploading on a daily. You know, once I hit 1K on there, it will take a couple days for the community section to be available. It's got to be a few days after I hit 1K. Once the community section is available on there, I'm going to go ahead and drop the address, the email address. I'm going to drop the email on the community section on the gaming channel. Okay? First, to give people a little insight of, you know, how to be the first come, first serve. Because I'm only doing 100 bracelets on the first email. And then after that, the next week, I'm going to do a whole nother email and do 100 again. So that way everybody has a equal amount of opportunity to get one. You feel me? If I just drop one email, everyone will be hitting me up for more than one of them and stuff like that. So that's how I figured I'd break it out like that. But anyways, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all already know what we tell them haters. Suck it on soft. You feel me? Unaffiliated. I am my team. We play chess, not checkers. And I'm going to see y'all next time, man. You already know this frog. Fuck with me.